All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on this great episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, the tension in Nigeria continues, especially after Nigerians defied the call to suspend the End Bad Governance protest. But the protest is taking a different dimension as we speak. The most notable development is that prominent Nigerians who were indifferent at the beginning of this protest are now beginning to back the protest. But events got more heated when news broke out that the Prime Minister of Bangladesh had resigned and fled the country after the people of Bangladesh said enough is enough and they occupied their state house, chased out everybody. Minutes after the Bangladesh update dropped, Nigerians began trending the Occupy Abuja hashtag that the protest should be moved to Abuja. But the youths of Kenya took theirs to another level. They began trending the Occupy State House hashtag. They said they would move down their protest to their state house and Ruto has to go. And all of a sudden, Nigerian protesters began talking about not only hashtag Occupy Abuja, but occupying Aso Rock in a massive revolution. And seeing the crowd that marched into Abuja from Suleja and Yaya during this protest, Aso Rock has completely shut down, restricting access to almost everybody, including Wike, ministers, and other APC chiefs. But the worst of all is that Southwest groups have come out to back this revolution of millions of Nigerians occupying the villa. If there was anyone or any group of people that were expected to oppose this kind of move, it was the Southwest. But now they are coming out to back it with a very, very concrete reason that nobody could argue with. Before I show you how the Yorubas are backing this revolution, the shutdown of the villa, and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this pair of videos. You know, when I say the APC will only continue to fall from here, never to rise again, I know what I'm saying. Mention one state in Nigeria today that is satisfied with the APC government to the point of giving them majority votes in any election. No state. And with the people having learned how to flood the streets, they stand no chance to rig. Look at the fate of the APC in Nigeria as depicted in this video.
Yes, vandalize. You know the first person that wanted to do that.
Say that guy is bigger than us. Say that guy is bigger than us.
I didn't tell you now this kind of thing. Okay, so apparently they asked this guy to stop, but he's not stopping. And they know you. I'm not the only person here. See group of people. Hey, see the crowd.
You saw that. There is a total rejection of the APC all across Nigeria. And the protest and revolution Nigerians are even talking about now are just measures to ease this current pain. The one where they pinch us now. Because if it is re-election, the APC should just forget it. Their only hope was rigging. But with this awareness of flooding the streets, that won't be possible. What we are looking at presently is the potential next move of the End Bad Governance protest, the Occupy Abuja, which has now snowballed into Occupy Aso Rock, especially with security forces gradually losing control of the masses in some areas of the protest. And this takes me to the next video, which is part of the reason Aso Rock is beefing up security. Teenagers overpowered police and took their van. See the video. You saw that. Now, if your national security has been ridiculed to this point, there is no way you won't begin to shut down your state house. As we speak, Wike, many other ministers and appointees no longer have access to the villa because they can't be trusted. Everywhere is shutting down. Security is being beefed up because of these million march protesters are planning. But Yoruba groups, who many thought should be backing a Yoruba president, made this reiteration that has further gingered protesters to occupy, because the point they raised here cannot be argued. It can't be denied. It's not debatable. You see, the internet never forgets. We are now at a point in this country where receipts are the ones doing the talking. If you say something, you want to oppose something, they go back to your past, bring receipt of when you supported it, and they will drop it for you. And almost everyone in the APC is guilty of all the things they are kicking against today. Nigerians are trending the Occupy Villa hashtag, and some people in Tinubu and APC camp want to tag such an utterance criminal. But this group quickly came out with these receipts. And in addition to the receipt, they encouraged the Occupy Villa movement by saying a dialogue will never work. Can you just imagine that? Look at how the papers reported it. Protest. Tinubu called for revolution against Jonathan. Can't complain. Afenifere. The pan-Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere has cautioned Bola Tinubu to stop apportioning blames following the protest against his administration. Afenifere said Tinubu called for a revolution against Goodluck Jonathan, hence should not apportion blame now. Prince Justice Fakiyesi, National Publicity Secretary of Afenifere, loyal to the acting leader, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, said Tinubu's speech did not address the real issues of the nationwide hunger. Fakiyesi noted that it was disingenuous for Tinubu to claim that the nationwide protest was politically motivated when he did same under Jonathan. Addressing newsmen on Monday, he said it is the same thing that happened under Goodluck Jonathan, and he, Tinubu, called for a revolution or protest, and when he is facing the same thing and even worse, he is blaming other people. We never believed that just calling for dialogue would change anything. He has never changed. And then they attached this part of the National Daily, Politics Today. This is from Tuesday, September 30, 2014. Tinubu calls for revolution that was under the Jonathan regime. The internet never forgets. When the APC and Tinubu asked Nigerians to start by occupying Abuja, then move to occupying Aso Rock under Goodluck regime, a dollar was equal to 180 naira. Today, it is 1,585 naira to a dollar. What a disaster. Then a bag of rice was 8,500 naira under Jonathan. The APC said they should shut the nation down. Today, it is over 80,000 naira. Is it out of place now for Nigerians to call for a revolution? Especially when the same APC that castigated Jonathan are the ones in power. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet by Papa says, Tinubu called for revolution against Jonathan so he can become the president in a short while. It happened. You can fool some of the people all of the time and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. Abraham Lincoln. And this tweet here says, if PDP and other political parties are serious, they should lead the protest just the way Tinubu, Wike, Oshomole, Buhari, Wole Soyinka, and others did. I think it is time for these opposition parties to begin considering that. But if it does not happen in this one, it will happen later. Because just as I keep saying, other protests are going to emerge. And in case you think it is only Afenifere from the southwest who is backing this national shutdown and million march to occupy Villa by the protesters, think again after you see this update. Declare nationwide strike to support end bad governance protest, or your state CSOs tell NLC and TUC. Oyo State CSOs are telling Labour to declare strike to shut everywhere down and support the protest. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oyo State is the largest state in the southwest. Their CSOs are the most powerful in that region, and they are backing a national shutdown. I don't need to tell you that the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, is behind this. And governor of Adamawa State came out yesterday to blast the Tinubu regime, criticized them for all their policies. Governor of Kaduna State declared a curfew in his state. It was disobeyed and he couldn't care less. Governor of Plateau State did the same thing. His curfew was disobeyed by protesters, just like the one of Governor of Kaduna State, and both of them couldn't care less. This is why Aso Rock is shutting down, because no one can be trusted anymore. The governors, many of the governors are seen as being complicit in this whole thing. Let me show you another video that has sent shivers and fear into the APC camp. See this video.
Gusau Metropolis was this Monday, day 5 of the nationwide hashtag End Bad Governance, taken over by the protesters, with many of them taking to the major roads in the Zamfara state capital to register their dissatisfaction with President Bola Tinubu's nationwide broadcast, describing the government's action as a joke. They say they are determined to continue with the protest. The protesters were also seen carrying the Russian flag, leaves and placards, and chanting songs in Hausa language saying, Bamwi, change Mukeso, translated as, we are not continuing. Change is what we want. Several vehicles, motorcycles and tricycles plying the road sported leaves signifying that all is not well. Business activities shut down for the fear of looting by hoodlums at the Tuduwada market, where the protesters marched from the Sani Abacha road to the Tuduwada roundabout through the Ongwanwaza roundabout. Although the protesters were peaceful in their conduct, a combined team of security agencies and paramilitary were on hand, patrolling the state capital for a show of force and ensuring the protection of the protesters and law-abiding citizens as well as properties.
You saw that. That happened in Gusau, Zamfara state capital yesterday. Protesters still seen waving the Russian flag, saying they want a change of government. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you that many political actors are behind that singular move. The protest was motivated by hunger and poverty, but those flags you are seeing are the agenda of other top politicians, because those teenagers probably don't know anything about Russia. And even the military themselves may be involved, because asking for Russia is asking for a change of government, and that is asking for the military. This is another major reason why Aso Rock has been shut down. Ministers came for fake meeting and they were abandoned for a security meeting with service chiefs, after which they were all ordered out of the villa. Only the 4 service chiefs, Gbajabi, Amila, Shetima, and Tinubu, held that meeting. This is as serious can get. And with all the antics of Senator Ningi, Alin Dume, and the rest, the APC is in ruins as it stands, and the rate at which the Southwest is also backing the Occupy Abuja and Occupy Villa movement has left Tinubu shocked. Anyway, we'll keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes. We now have to go out to get the activities of End Bad Governance Protest Day 6. And on that note, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away.